What I really want to emphasize today is that our time is running out. When it comes to spiritual life, it's important that we put spiritual matters first and make that the priority of our life. Right now, my dad's in hospice. He's about to transition out of his body. He's lost like 100 pounds. He's skin and bones. His eyes are sunk out. The smell of death and dying is very present. Feeling other people's energy around it, it's very important that I have learned to keep my guard up while still being open and present and welcoming and not judgmental. And so if I could share something with you today, it's just to emphasize how important our meditation practice is. Are we able to be in the midst of the storm of life, of the hurricane of life, as the circumstances and experiences and people come in and they go, as all these things swirl around us? Are we able to access our spiritual capacity, our yoga practice, and be the still or the calm in the midst of the storm? That's what yoga is all about. That's what meditation is all about. And you really get to see where people are at when life unfolds and someone you love dies. You really get to see where people are at. Where are you at though? Are you here? Are you present? Are you strong? A lot of folks in this world will put on a crucifix or a cross, or they'll put on a "What would Jesus do?" bumper sticker. But you get to see what they really believe, where their faith really is when life really happens. Time is running out, so make the most of your time. The focus of your life, the priority of your life. I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm sharing with you what's worked for me. Put God first. And when I say put God first, I'm not talking about, oh, Jesus, this and that. No, I'm not talking about going to church and putting on a nice suit and standing up and singing and going to bake sales and doing fundraisers and participating in community. I'm talking about put God first in terms of your individual relationship with the divine, which has nothing to do with going inside of a church and listening to some preacher standing in the pulpit with his own problems and his own neuroses and his own fears and his own desires and his own imbalances. I'm not talking about depending on anyone else in this world except for your higher self, your soul, your connection to God. I'm sharing this with you because it is spiritual science, which means if you apply the techniques of yoga meditation, whatever yoga meditation that draws you closest to it and allows you to be consistent with it, if you are consistent with that spiritual scientific practice, you're going to get the results. And you don't need anybody else in this world to do it. You don't have to tithe or give money to a church. You don't have to go knock on people's doors. You don't have to stand on street corners and sing and praise about it. There's no spiritual pageantry, because you come into this world by yourself, and when you leave by yourself. It doesn't matter how many people are around your bedside when you're in the hospital. There could be 10 people, 100 people. You're by yourself with your thoughts and everything you've done in your life. Did you really do the work? Or did you just participate in the spiritual pageantry and showboating and fashion show on Sundays? 10 million people, 1 billion people could pick up a Bible or the Torah or the Quran. They could all read it and interpret it one way. Just because 1,000 people do it, just because 1 million people do it, just because 4 billion people say that this is what it is, doesn't make it true. In fact, the more people that are wrong about it, it makes the one person who seeks and finds the real truth, it makes that truth all that more precious. Think about it. Real spiritual life. What does it mean to actually find bliss, to actually awaken or become self-realized, to find that real heaven? Not some heaven that's out there. How about the real deal, the real truth that the Bible says, and all the spiritual masters and all the spiritual teachers tell us it's inside? How about we go look inside so that we can fortify ourselves, so that we can put God first, so that our spiritual practice and our spiritual life becomes a priority of our life, and so that no matter what the Spirit brings to us, no matter what God throws at us, no matter what Divine Mother brings to our experience, we're able to deal with it and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is our only prayer. Thank you, 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 thank you. You wreck your car. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You lose a kid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You get a promotion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You win the lottery. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You get cancer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everything is a blessing. Everything is a gift. You're here. It's a tremendous blessing. We can't judge anything. Our only job is to keep letting go, keep being present, keep saying thank you. Don't forget, our time is running out, so make the most of it. Commit yourself to your yoga meditation practice. Take care of your body, take care of your temple. Allow yourself to have your spiritual practice alone, by yourself. I'm not trying to make you stop going to churches or whatever. You want to go to church, fine. But make sure you're meditating in the morning. Make sure you're meditating before you go to bed. Make sure you're keeping your thoughts and your heart on God throughout the day. Fine, your friends and whatnot are going to church on Sundays. Do it, go to church. But when you're out there in the world by yourself, keep God in your heart. May all beings everywhere find time every day for yoga meditation. May all beings everywhere treat one another with love and respect.